One of the adjustment layers I like to use is I like to use the vibrance a lot to bring out more color and just to make it, the image a little bit more richer when we look at it. And what you do with an adjustment layers are non-destructive. So one of the things is on our layers panel, we have all these adjustment layers, and I'm going to choose vibrance here. What I'm going to do is I'm increasing the vibrance up um, over to the right, and I'm also increase the saturation. I don't want to go too much because that's just a little bit too much on that. But what I'm doing here is I'm just want to increase some of the colors so that it stands out. Look at the difference there. Now, as you're working with this with the adjustment layer, it adds the adjustment layer on a layer, okay, and adds a layer mask. Now, usually, if this was the only layer that you're working with, you don't have to worry about it. But if it's on any other, if you create adjustment layer, the adjustment layer is going to affect all the layers below it. So usually what we do is we create a clipping mask so it only affects the layer that we want. We just go up to layer and we choose create clipping mask. Again, if this is the only layer that you have, you don't have to do it. But notice the arrow pointing down that clips right to it. Now this is non-destructive. So what that means is you might have found that it's a little bit too much up here, adjustment up in the sky area or in down here in certain areas. So you can actually go to the mask and make those changes. Okay, so in here I can take my paintbrush tool, and let's just say that there's certain areas that you want to go in and work with. And so what you could do is you can use the black, and notice what I'm doing is I'm removing that adjustment from this area. I'm not saying I want it um, to do that, but what I'm doing is I want to show you that this is non-destructive. If I don't want this, I drag this down to the trash can and I delete it. Oops, hold on a second. There we go. And this does not affect the image. The image is still there, and you could apply another adjustment layer, a different one, if you wanted to. Maybe you want to bring out and bring out the a little more of the contrast. You know. Now, in something like this, when I'm bringing this out, it's helping out down here, but it's losing the detail up here. So here, what I'll do is I'll just take my gradient tool and I'll paint with black to white, and I want this up here not to be adjusted. Okay, so you can see here it creates I like using the gradient because there is a gradual change, so there's some change to it, but not too much. And then what you have is you got the adjustment down here corrected, but up here is not affecting it.